Sovereign Wealth Fund USA. Um, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, a lot of other countries have one: China, Norway, Saudi Arabia, that are, based on investing for the country's future, which I think altogether could be a great idea. Usually they're backed by resources or, administered by a central bank. We could do that. We have a lot of strategic reserves in oil and stuff, but we don't have a lot of cash reserves, which a lot of these other funds are based on. And I think it would actually have to be an act of Congress to do that. But I know the Trump administration has a tendency to do, ready, fire, aim. And I can relate to that. You figure out all the details later, or the collateral damage, or whatever happens. I have a tendency, sometimes it works out great, sometimes, not so great, but I can relate to that. But I would imagine there's going to be quite a bit of discussion with that, the sovereign debt fund. It's come up lately in my radar because I've been talking to a couple of them regarding our development deals, and they only do, deals or, organizations that are 50, 100, $200 million or more. Because they have a lot of capital to place. One of them has, I believe, $1 billion every quarter, which sounds like a lot, but they're not actually one of the larger funds. So it could be a lot of great things for the sovereign wealth fund. Could be, if it's invested in our infrastructure, like our power grid, which really needs to be updated, in our, generational power, into all the opportunities we have in, the nuclear power. I always have a tough time saying that. Nuclear power, geothermal, hydroelectric, solar, wind. I think, fossil fuel. I think we just have to be ready to do it all, because the grid has to be upgraded by 50% in the next 5 years, just with all the data centers and all the tech stuff that's coming along. And we have to upgrade the power grid with that. And if it upgrades our manufacturing base for all these high-tech innovations, it could be a great thing, the sovereign wealth fund. Or it could just be a money grab. I don't know. If someone knows a lot more about this than I do, I'd love to hear your take on it, and what our options are, and if this can actually be done, or we need an act of Congress. If you like these videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment below. Love to hear from you. I'm Scott Kidd, and as always, be clear, be grateful, and listen.